Well, Tom's Turkey Drive is officially underway, and right now you can buy a Tom's Turkey Drive bag at all area Rosars to help out a family in need.
And this morning we have KREM 2's Lori Papetti and Washington State University SNAP educator Lori van Anrooy joining us here in the KREM 2 kitchen with a look at what families are getting in this year's Tom's Turkey Drive bag. And this is going to be really incredible to see what you can do with all that's in the bag. And it smells wonderful in here.
Amazing.
Good morning, you two.
It does smell good in here. We should have Lori in more often.
Yes.
That's what I'm
like
thinking. Well, thank you. Snap Ed or a Snap educator, tell us briefly before we get into this what that means.
So we are a component of SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, and we're the educational component. So we work in the communities, at schools, community centers, community events to provide nutrition education, a very hands-on experience.
Well, we could use a little nutrition education inside this building. We know that, Lori. So what we wanted to do is folks are getting their Tom's Turkey Drive meals throughout the month. We're fundraising on one hand, we're distributing on the other. And so we wanted, if people have their meals and they are putting a little away for Thanksgiving but have a little extra, we thought, why not learn how to make something that they can serve to their family? Or maybe this is something they'll make for Thanksgiving itself.
Absolutely. This is a great casserole that you make the night before, pop it in the refrigerator overnight. You can get it out in the morning, stick it in the oven, and it's a nutritious, healthy, very hearty, inexpensive meal, breakfast to make.
I really zeroed in on the hearty.
Same.
I mean, I'm an Alaska girl. We like hearty. Okay. One thing I do want to point out, Lori, we're using some items that are in the bag, including rolls. We have Fran's rolls. They donate to all the Tom's Turkey Drive meals. They also throw in the croutons. So if you maybe didn't have rolls or ate your rolls like I would, you could likely substitute with the croutons.
Absolutely.
Right?
It'd give it a little different flavor,
Right?
but that's not a bad thing,
Nope,
right?
it would work.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we work with local dairy farmers, farming families with Washington Dairy and Dairy Gold. You will get a half a gallon of milk in each box, and you're using that today. You'll also get 5 pounds of potatoes. I'm saying you, if you're accessing a Tom's Turkey Drive meal box, you'll have 5 pounds of potatoes. We aren't giving away some of the other things, some of the cheese and eggs, but if you have it in the house or it can get that at your local food bank, nice things to throw in.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna let you cut.
All right, thank you. So the first thing we're going to do is I sprayed the pan with oil, and we're just gonna tear up some rolls. If you have bread, croutons, whatever you have. This is a good time to get your kids involved also because kids would love to do this.
Well, who doesn't want
guarantee.
to touch food and rip it up?
Absolutely. How fun is that?
I see Tim over there thinking, yeah, that I
I'm
would.
taking notes over here, Laura.
Tim would do that for sure.
And then all we're gonna do is take 2 or 3 potatoes. You're gonna peel them, and then you're gonna grate them. A little fun fact, if you peel your potatoes ahead of time, you can put them in cold water and they will not turn brown.
Wow.
So you can actually leave them in your refrigerator up to 24 hours in a cool
you did that
water
last
bath.
night?
I did. I peeled these and grated them last night and had them in cold water when I got here this morning.
That was a pro move. Yeah. You would think she does this for a living. She
Again, I'm
knows.
taking
The next thing we're
notes.
gonna do is take 10 eggs. So this is a very high protein meal. So we're gonna crack 10 eggs in here. I've already cracked a few in here. We are going to add 2 cups of Dairy Gold milk. And I have to tell you, milk is like a superfood. 13 essential nutrients in it, including calcium. Calcium is so important for bone health, to maintain bone health, and for young children, for their strong bones and teeth. And so I cannot stress enough the importance of getting milk on a daily basis.
Okay.
And when I say that, it's dairy products, so we call it milk or milk foods.
All right.
So that calcium. You also get protein from dairy. So a lot of people don't know that. Another thing with milk, it's a hydrating food. So it hydrates, you get protein, you get calcium. What's to go wrong with that, right?
Well, you had me at potatoes. I'm going to be honest with you, Lori. I zeroed in on that. I am a carb fanatic, and the bread. So the milk and the eggs will puff it up beautifully, making it that casserole texture. And then you're throwing that in, and then will you wait till the end to put on the toppings?
No.
You're gonna
So what
throw
we're
that
going
in
to do is
too.
we're going to throw some cheese in.
Okay.
Another dairy product, so getting some more calcium there, getting some more protein. We're going to leave about a
load it
half a
up.
cup. We're going to leave about
the
a half a
cheese.
cup of cheese
Don't
to
be
put on top.
stingy. Don't be stingy.
No.
Yeah. And then what we're going to do, so the recipe, this is an option in the recipe, but
Okay.
in our program and in my daily life, anytime you can put some extra vegetables in there. So
Yep.
if you have vegetables that are in your refrigerator that you need to use up, this is a great time to use them. I did some mushrooms, I did some onion, some spinach in there. And so we're gonna put that in there, just mix that all up. And then all we do is pour it over our rolls, our croutons, our bread that we have tore up.
All
So I'll
right.
bring it over here. I'm just
She's
gonna
going
dump that
to pour
in here.
in there, and she's going to put it in the oven at what temperature?
375
375.
for about 45 minutes.
Perfect.
And then we take the foil off
And voila.
and we're gonna bake it for an additional 15 minutes. Because
that
I
crisps
put-
up the top then a
it
little
does,
bit?
because I'm gonna put some more cheese on it.
Yep,
Can't
that's
go wrong
right.
with the cheese,
I'm,
right?
I'm drooling over here.
These two get they
I'm
get
drooling.
fed along with the crew. Okay,
Yes.
we have to put that in the oven and get things wrapped up, send it back to you. In the meantime, guys, she already has one cooking. That's how you know
TV
Lori's a
magic.
pro. And we're going to post this online on KREM.com in the turkey drive section, so everyone can make it this holiday. A lot of people have extra rolls or extra bread around, some eggs. I have in-laws. That'd be a great thing to throw in and have.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it is such a nutritious meal. I mean, it's going to fill you up.
Yeah.
It has the protein in it from our eggs and our dairy. It has some calcium in it to promote good bone
You're
health.
going to get this. This is
Yeah,
what you're
you're
going to
gonna
get.
get
You ready?
strong.
Show 'em
Boom,
off,
my little
Laura.
Thanksgiving power. All
And I
right.
love how customizable it is. You know, you
Right.
can really make it your own.
Yeah.
Throw in some peppers.
Yeah, peppers,
or
zucchini, whatever you enjoy, whatever you have in your home.
whatever vegetable you can hide from the kids, slip it under the
That's
table.
There you
Absolutely.
go. That's it.
Boom.
Those are
Pro mom
parenting
move
hacks right there.
All right, thanks, guys.